I didn't like this film. I mean, the first 15 minutes were good, lots of great camera work, but then after, I know what I'm gonna watch in Manchester by the Sea. I knew what I was going into, but I watched this for a very long time, for so long time. But I finally watched this month, and right guys, full list of what I watched in May 2024. I watched so many great films this month, and for the first time, okay, these are all movies I watched for the first time. So and I want to talk about all of them. It's a spoiler free, so you can watch, anyone can watch. And when I talk about spoiler, I will put the disclaimer. And the video is gonna be a little bit long, so I'm gonna put all the movie name in timestamp. So if you want to hear about any movie that you want, you can skip and get forward in the video. So timestamp will be in description, and let's start it. The first movie I watched was 8½ from 1963. It's a Fellini film. I heard Martin Scorsese talking about Fellini first in an interview. He talked about Fellini and direction, and 8½ is a movie that was on my watch list. So 8½ and Fellini, so it's a good watch. It's a good time to watch the film. So I watched it and I really like this film. It's a very good film. It's an amazing film. Some of the shots were good, and the story is also amazing. It's a autobiographical kind of film I've heard. It's about a director who wants to make a film. Now what's going to happen for that, you have to see the film. It's a good film. Next film I watched was 10 Things I Hate About You. This film was on my watch list for a very long time, for so long time, but I finally watched this month, and it's comedy, romance, high school drama film. It has Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Heath Ledger and one or two lady girl actress, I don't know. And it's a good film, it's a good story, and lots of songs. Yeah, and there's one scene when Heath Ledger sing "Can't Take My Eyes Off You" in the stairs.
And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. To on the lonely night, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you.
That was one of the best scenes in the movie. A Fistful of Dollars. A Fistful of Dollars is kind Eastwood film director of Sergio Leone. Director Sergio Leone, the director of The Good, Bad, Ugly. This Fistful of Dollars. It's a good film. I like this film. And then I watched The Mist. The Mist is recommended by my friend Ahmed. It's a horror film, but the whole film I didn't like the whole film, but just for the ending, this movie will be memorable. Just for the ending, I will remember this film, because the ending is dark and it's sad. If you watch this film, you know what I'm talking about. And the next film I watched was Alfonso film, Children of Men. Children of Men is a science fiction thriller film. This film is a post-apocalyptic film. There is no child getting born, and in that scene, there's only one woman in the world which got pregnant. So the protagonist of the film try to save her and take her to somewhere. So it's a pretty good action film, but the best part of the film is the last 20 minutes, where the director handheld one take scene going on in the destructive world. That shot was amazing. And later he made films like Gravity, and before he made film Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban. So it's a good film. And next movie is a South Korean film. It's a Bong Joon-ho film, director of Parasite. Very famous film, lots of Oscar. But Memories of Murder was some of his early work, and it's about police investigating a serial killer going on in the city, serial killing, and they want to capture the killer. This is after a very long time I watched some thrilling, some epic. After a really long time I watched some really thrilling epic film. Last film I remember that made me feel this thrill and this suspenseful was David Fincher The Seven and David Fincher The Zodiac. And now the Memories of Murder entered in this list. So it's a great film, lots of amazing scenes, lots of suspenseful scenes, and it's sometimes very funny. Yeah. That's what I like about South Korean cinema. It's really hilarious sometimes. So definitely check this Memories of Murder. And then I watched Marvel Studio film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I didn't like this film more than 1 and 2, but it's a good film. Sometimes it's very hilarious, and it's a good film. And then I watched a horror film called The Possum. The Possum is recommended me by director of Talk to Me. So the guy who made Talk to Me film, I-24 film, he recommended in an interview Possum. I watched it. It's a very slow burn film. It's a psychological horror drama film. So it's a 1 hour 20 minutes. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. And then I watched the Safdie Brothers, Uncut Gems, a great thriller epic. Uncut Gems is, I didn't like this film more than the Good Time. Good Time is, I think, better film. Is a better film. But Uncut Gems is a pretty good thriller film. It's amazing. Soundtrack was amazing, and ending was unexpected. What happened to the ending? Was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. And then I watched Contact. Contact is a film about contacting with extraterrestrial beings. And if you like a movie Arrival, you might like this film Contact. But in the Arrival, there was some great music, and you can see the alien in Arrival. But in Contact, you will not see alien. But you will just see that they are contacting them, and lots of dialogue. Music was pretty good in the ending. And then I watched in theaters. On the last day, I watched Furiosa, a MAD MAX Saga, and I've already talked about I gave a detailed review. I will put it in the link in the description so you can watch it. And then I watched Manchester by the Sea. I know what I'm gonna watch in Manchester by the Sea. I knew what I was going into. It's a very depressing film. It's about grief, but it is a very good character-driven film. And sometimes it's really funny. I didn't expect it that. So yeah, it's a good watch. Casey Affleck was amazing in this film, and he won the Oscar for Best Actor for this film. So definitely check this film out. Then I watched Dead Poets Society. Dead Poets Society. I have seen some of the scenes of Dead Poets Society, and I have seen some of the famous scenes from the movie. Lots of scenes on YouTube, but for the first time I watched the whole movie, and it's a good film. Then I watched a horror film called Interview with the Vampire. Interview with the Vampire is a vampire movie. It has Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Both are vampire, and it has Kristen Dunst, the actress from Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. She's also in this, and it's a pretty good vampire film. I was very surprised by this film. Then I watched Bedevilled. Bedevilled is a 2010 film, or 9 film, I don't remember, but it's a horror drama film. And it's not about horror or supernatural, it's not supernatural, it's a violence film. It's had blood and killing, but the whole killing and the whole blood started to happen in the second half. The first half, this film is full dialogue. This film has full dialogue, and in the opening scene, when the movie progresses, you will figure out why the opening scene was like that. And but in the ending was epic, and you will know what it was doing and you will know what it was doing. So the ending of this film is really amazing. I didn't expect that was going to happen. It was good. Evil Dead 2. I didn't like this film. I mean, the first 15 minutes were good, lots of great camera work, but then after the movie lost me. And whatever happening, it wasn't looking that interesting. I mean, the first Evil Dead was amazing from start to the end. Lots of amazing scenes, lots of amazing shots, lots of amazing character, amazing story, and in the end of the first Evil Dead, last 20 minutes I think was only one character there, but still it was epic, and the whole film was epic. Evil Dead, and I was expecting Evil Dead 2 was to be more good, because I heard about some people talk about that the sequel is good. So I was very excited, but I find it disappointing. First 15 minutes were good, but after that, the movie, I didn't. For me, it was not for me. But I don't know what's gonna happen with you. And I was just thinking when this movie is gonna end. So yeah. Next movie I watched was a science fiction film, Sunshine. Sunshine is a Danny Boyle film, director of Slumdog Millionaire, 28 Days Later, and It has Cillian Murphy, Chris Evans, one Japanese actor, I don't remember his name, but he was there. It's a science fiction film. It's in space and it's a good thriller. The music was good. It's a pick. Then I watched one Hindi film, Indian film. It's called My Name is Khan, Shah Rukh Khan film. And I like the second half of this film is more. And lots of people have already seen this film. So let's move forward. Alfred Hitchcock Rope. Alfred Hitchcock Rope. It's a 1948 film. It's a chamber piece film, and the whole movie took place in one single location. It's a 1 hour 20-minute film. Alfred Hitchcock made film like Psycho, Rear Window, and it's a pretty amazing film. I didn't expect this film to be like that. And in the end, I watched an Indian film. It's called Kahaani. Kahaani is a 2012 film. It has stars Vidya Balan, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, and it's a story about. It's a story about a woman whose husband is lost, and she came to India from London to investigate what's happened, what's the disappearance of his husband, and the police what are they doing? She complained to the police, but what happened to her husband was really unexpected. This film has one of the best twists I have ever seen in any film, and it was unexpected. The music of this film was really good. The acting of this film is really good. Both Vidya Balan and Nawazuddin Siddiqui, and one actor who runs with everywhere with Balan. I don't remember his name, but he was also good. And I really like this film, and I will recommend it 100% for if you haven't seen this film Kahaani. You can watch it. It's epic. And then I watched again an Indian film called Dawn. Dawn from 2006, Shah Rukh Khan version. And I have already seen the Amitabh Bachchan version, 1978 version of Dawn. But this version is a slightly remake, but in a different style. But this, what they did with this film is make this film a little bit different, and I really liked it. But I actually like this film, but there was also one twist of this film. There was lots of twists and turns for this on this film, and some of the twist was good. And some of the twist was predictable. I've already seen it coming. I mean, I'm talking about the last 5-minute twist. What they did was good, but it was predictable. I knew from the start what's gonna happen, what's coming. And one thing I don't like in lots of twisted film that, and especially in Dawn film, to the Shah Rukh Khan version, that they explain the whole twist, what happened. And if they don't explain, the film would be much better. Like if you know what if you have seen the film, I know you know what I'm talking about. They should not reveal what's really happened, but they should just give the hint of what happened to the Shah Rukh Khan character. But they should not reveal the whole thing, explain the whole thing. So that's what I don't like about the film. So, baki it's about अच्छा film था. So, and lots of people have already seen this film, I am assuming. And I watched a film called Saw. Saw is a horror film. Saw is a horror film by James Wan, director of Conjuring, Annabelle, Malignant. But before he made this film with Lee Wanell. Lee Wanell is also now a director. He made film Upgrade, Invisible Man. But before he was actor of this film, and he was the writer of this film. And this film is about two guys in a room, and they were locked. Actually, one serial killer capture them and put them in the room. Now what's gonna happen? How are they gonna get out from there? For that you will have to see this film. And this film is pretty good, and it's has a good twist. And then a few days later I watched Saw Part 2, but I didn't like that film more than this. Saw Part 2 was a good film, but something I didn't like about the film, and something I like about the film. I like the twist of the film, but lots of the part I don't like. But it was a good film. And then I watched Paul Thomas. Punch Drunk Love, starring Adam Sandler. It's a comedy film and it's a drama film, and it's a little bit different film than what Adam Sandler did in his career, and I really like that. And there's this one scene where Philip actor is shouting like "Shut up, shut up, shut up," and the music was there was epic.
No.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
You have no right to take people
Shut
to trust.
up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The music was there was so good. Next I watched was James Cameron Aliens, Alien Part 2. It's a sequel to Alien. Aliens is a movie about alien, but its first half is character driven, and the second half was they showed alien, and in the last act of the film was so good. I really like this film. Next movie I watched was Tom Cruise Days of Thunder. It's a car racing movie, and it's a good film. I was expecting more because I heard that it's a Top Gun of car race, but I haven't seen Top Gun also. I have just seen Top Gun Maverick, little bit scene of Top Gun Maverick, but I have not seen Top Gun Maverick whole film, and 1986 Top Gun 1. I have not seen that film. But this film is not. I didn't like this film that much. I mean, if you want to watch a car race film, I will say yes, watch Ford versus Ferrari. I know it's Ford versus Ferrari was 40 years later. It's released in 2019, but 1990 Days of Thunder was. If you want to watch it, Tom Cruise, you can watch it. It has Nicole Kidman. Then I watched. Next movie I watched was an again Indian film. It's called Gangs of Wasseypur Part 2. मैंने कहानी जब देखा तो मुझे नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी का एक्टिंग और देखने का मन किया. नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी का परफॉर्मेंस और देखने का मन कर रहा था, तो मैंने गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर पार्ट 2 देखा. पार्ट 1 मैंने 1 साल पहले देख लिया था, 1 साल या 2 साल पहले, एंड पार्ट 2 मैंने नहीं देखा था. तो आई वॉच्ड इट एंड आई लाइक इट. इट्स अ गुड फिल्म. It's a good film, but it's a pretty good film. Both part 1 and part 2 are an amazing film, and lots of people have already seen this film. So, अगली मूवी मैंने देखी Frailty. Frailty is a really interesting film I watched in a horror film. So, Frailty की कहानी है about एक मिस्टीरियस आदमी पुलिस स्टेशन में आता है रात में, और वो बोलता है कि अपने बचपन की कहानी सुनाता है. और वो बोलता है कि जब वो छोटा था तो वो अपने पापा के साथ रहता था, उसका छोटा भाई था. तो उसका डैड बोलता था, उसका डैड उसको बोलता है बीच रात में आकर के कि गॉड उससे कम्युनिकेट किया है और बोला है कि तुम्हें शैतान लोग को मारना है, और वो शैतान जो इंसान के रूप में. सो व्हाट हिज डैड डू इज ब्रिंग सम पीपल, real people, they were just human, and started killing them in front of his kids. So it's a very horrific thing, killing a crime, doing a crime, and saying that God is telling you to kill because they are demons. Now what's gonna happen is really good film. It's a very horrific film, and it's not about ghost and about jump scare, but the concept of this film was really horrific, I think, and you can watch it. It has Matthew McConaughey, the Interstellar guy, and Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton made this film, and he's also the actor of this film, and sadly he's passed away a few years. I heard in the comment that he passed away a few years ago. Bill Paxton was worked in Night Crawler film also, and it was great also. So let's move forward. Then I watched a Hindi film, Wazir. इसमें फरहान अख्तर है, अमिताभ बच्चन है, और जॉन अब्राहम का भी रोल है इसमें, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत रोल है. इट्स अबाउट ये वन टाइम वॉच फिल्म था, मैंने देखा. इसमें ट्विस्ट भी था, लेकिन वो ठीक ठाक ट्विस्ट था, सो देख सकते हो. Next movie I watched was a Japanese film. It's called Chungking Express. It's a romance drama film, and it's a good film. I like the film. I like the first story more. The first character, like first 1 hour of the film. First, I like that more than the second half of the film. But the whole film was good. The song was good. The direction was good. There's some of the Indian scene also, so yeah, epic. Then मैंने एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन फिल्म देखी. It's called BABEL. BABEL is made by Alejandro Gonzalez in Naruto, which later he made films like The Revenant, The Birdman, both amazing films. But before he made film BABEL in 2007, it stars Brad Pitt is in it, Kate Blanchett is in it, one Japanese actor is in it. That Japanese actor worked in film like Perfect Days, worked in film like Cure. So it's a story about three. It's kind of a anthological film. तीन कैरेक्टर का स्टोरी है. Three characters story is there's a character of तीन कैरेक्टर का स्टोरी दिखा रहा है, तीनों अलग अलग कॉन्टिनेंट में, तीन कॉन्टिनेंट में, बट किसी तरह से तीनों जो है कनेक्ट है. सो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, इट्स अ गुड ड्रामा फिल्म एंड इट्स lots of amazing scene. There's one scene where director showed you the perspective of a deaf person, and this girl, Japanese girl, was deaf, so she went to the party club, and there's lots of noise and club dancing around, going on, and the perspective suddenly changed to her point of view, and the whole scene was mute. So it was showing that how she is seeing the world, and it was a great decision, I think, which later John Krasinski in Quiet Place Part 2 uses, if you have seen Quiet Place Part 2. So definitely check this film out, BABEL. And the ending music was amazing. I have listening it so many times in my playlist, Spotify, in my playlist. So ending music was also amazing, and you can watch it. It's an amazing film. Next movie I watched was Friday the 13th, horror film, 1980. I have seen मैंने 2009 का रिबूट देख चुका हूँ मैं पहले, लेट नाइट में कभी देखा था रिबूट, वो बहुत अच्छा लगा था. बट फ्राइडे द 13th 1980 मैंने पहली बार देखा, और ये फिल्म was really surprising. There's like a twist happened, because they didn't show the Jason in the film, like the camera was going on. I felt like they made this film like Halloween, because they didn't show Jason in the starting, and it was a good decision. And the revelation of the ending, that was like a twist for me. And in the end, there was a jump scare when she was sitting in the river, and the jump scare was amazing, and the music was there also amazing. Definitely check this film out, Friday 13th, if you want to see horror film. Then I watched Breakfast Club. I have already talked about this film in my weekly movie recommendation. I will put it here and there somewhere. It's an amazing film, you can watch it. Then I watched a very popular film, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This film won so many Oscars, and I watched this film, and I pretty much liked this film. The first 20 minutes I was lost, like what's happening. I mean, I know what's going on, but it wasn't looking that interesting. After 30 minutes, the film gets something, but it's something that I have already seen in lots of movies, so it was not something new, but there was lots of action scenes where it was good. And in the second half of the film was, I really like the second half of the film, the way they show, the way the editing happened, and I think it wins the best rating for Oscar. So yeah, it's a good film. Then I watched Atonement. Atonement is a drama film, romance, it's a war, and it has James McAvoy, and it is a really good film. There is one long take scene that was done so well. Long Dunkirk scene, that was Dunkirk scene, which later I found out that was Dunkirk scene. So yeah, he made the Dunkirk scene before Christopher Nolan. So that was epic, and there was a small twist in the end, and that was also, and there's a small twist in the end, very small twist, And then I watched a film, and the last film I watched was a pretty good comedy film, The Nice Guys. It has it stars Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. It's lots of good, a very amazing comedy film. I've seen this comedy film in a very long time, and I really like this film. There was lots of dialogue that was hilarious, and I really like this film. So definitely check this out. It's a 18 plus film, so make sure it's 18 plus. So it's 18 plus, so watch out. And so that's it. And today is the last day of June. It's 30th June today, and I was watching Anand film. It's a 1971 film. It has Amitabh Bachchan and Rajesh Khanna. इसका बहुत सा फेमस डायलॉग है, जैसे बाबू मोशा है, ज़िंदगी बड़ी होनी चाहिए लंबी नहीं. तो I was watching it in afternoon, and I completed 20 minutes of the film. Then I started making video because I had to edit this video, and I will complete the Anand film today. So that's it. So guys, I did watch Anand later that night, and today is the 2nd July, and I'm currently editing this video, and so I put it. So I want to talk about Anand. Anand is a very good film. Its first half is really funny, lots of amazing dialogues, but in second half some scenes I didn't like, but last 30 minutes and the climax was amazing. The scene, the radio scene here, that was all amazing, and the performance of this film is also very amazing. And I am looking forward of the director film Buddha Mar Gaya. The Buddha, what's the name of the film? I will search. Buddha Mil Gaya tha kuch naam tha. Anand will later might become one of my favorite Hindi films. So yeah, it was amazing. So I hope you guys like the video. Video is 30 minutes long. That was a long time. All the new movies that coming in July, Long Legs, Deadpool Wolverine, I am gonna see it and gonna review it in this channel. And I have lots of other ideas. And I'm gonna do 4 favorite films with college students. So for that, in long video and short video also. So for that, subscribe the channel, and I have lots of other ideas in my mind related to short films and cinematic video. So for that also you can subscribe the channel, and if you like this video, and comment down what you watched in the whole movie, if you remember any, and tell me what film have you seen from my list, and guys, my 37 favorite film video is so close to getting 1000 views, and I will put it here in the somewhere. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. It's an amazing video. It was worth the hard work. It took me 2 days to edit that video, and it's touching 1000 views. I am very happy, and you can watch the video. And okay, I have to go and watch Anand.